Welcome to Tabletop Cinema, where we bring together the world of... I forgot my own spiel. Welcome to Tabletop Cinema, where we bring together the worlds of filmmaking, tabletop role-playing, and video games. I'm your host Mikey, a freelance filmmaker, tabletop RPG game master, and variety streamer on Twitch. And today is our finale, the finale for our first playthrough of I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. It's been a long time coming. We've had full Tuesdays these past 2 weeks because I wanted to see what was next, and I was super excited to grow up a Solana, but at the same time wary about what it all entails for our relationships and this colony and everything, and I'm quite invested in the characters. Welcome in Bigby and Fisher. Bigby, I installed Lobotomy Corp. It's waiting to be played. I will definitely let you know once I get into that. Fisher, sorry we had to start kind of late. My internet's been weird. Like I'm hoping it doesn't cut off, but it's been on and off. It's been slow, sluggish, but so far it's stable. Like we're not like cutting off. But we're gonna try to get as much. We're gonna try to get as much done as we can. I know I'm quite slow for. Yeah. My playthrough's been taking quite a while for Exocolonist. I should be on like what, my third playthrough now? I checked Steam and like we're at how many hours now for my first playthrough? I know I've been reading everything though. We are at 36 hours and counting. 36 hours for, a fully read, fully streamed playthrough. Yeah, I hope it works out, Fisher. But other than that, yeah, exercise is good. We all do need some exercise and activity. Let's not neglect our own bodies and our own sanity. Without further ado, let us continue. Yeah, Bigby, I even snagged the art book, Bigby. Like, I still can't believe you guys, you two gifted me games. What is this? It's never happened before on stream. The art book, I love art books where there's text and commentary, and it's a great resource, especially for tabletop RPGs. So here we are, just to update and refresh ourselves. We are Solana, she, her. You're 18 years old and a fast learner. You stay calm when others get frazzled. The natural world reveals itself and its secrets to you, and they say you're good with all kinds of weapons. But Solana, ever since Solana lost her parents, her focus in life has since shifted into trying to farm and study the world and perhaps save the colony in the process. Unfortunately, the current government replaced the old one and they want to wage war on the planet, chat. They want to wage war. And not everyone is happy about it. It is driving our friendships apart. And my best friend Anemone, who I grew up with, she's fallen in line with Vase. She's dating this guy named Vase. I kept telling her he was bad news, and now they want to like wage war on the planet. But it's understandable because Anemone lost her brother during an attack in Glow season, and well, I told her this wasn't the way to go about it, but I feel like Anemone doesn't have she feels like she has no choice, and Vase is enabling her, and it's not good, chat. It's not good. So now all our friendships are at peril. People are at odds with each other. Some are in support of the war, and some aren't. And of course, that's on top of all the weird hallucinations and premonitions and strange figures I've been seeing in my head. Solana is having a difficult time, but just now, newly orphaned, a couple years later, a couple years after her father passed. Well, let's check up on everyone, and what were we going to do? I forget. I do hope so as well, Bigby. I also noticed that Vanoa purchased Library of Ruina, so I'm gonna work my way up to Ruina. I'm not gonna get Ruina yet because I checked like how long it takes to beat Lobotomy Corp, and it is a roguelite, but apparently it can take you like 100 plus hours to like fully complete everything. So I'm gonna take my sweet time with that. Yeah, Vase. Our last encounter with Vase was so there was tension between Anemone and her mother. Her mother was just worrying about Anemone, but then things got heated because Nem was getting tired of, like, she believes they should be fighting, that what her mom's doing, like feeding the soldiers, taking care of people. Nem feels like that's not how to protect the colony, but everyone must play their role, everyone must play their part, do their part for the colony. The mom was just worrying for Nem, but Vase comes in and pretends to be a good boyfriend to earn the approval of the mother, and my god. Anyway, I'm worried about this. I'm worried about everyone, really. This war has been taking a toll on everyone. Have you seen Dis around anywhere? Mars asks. I was just thinking, I haven't seen him in literal ages. Is he still out there playing Explorer? Why? To begin our playthrough, we're gonna come in for a hug. So we just woke up Rex, you saw that before. Haha, do I have a stick for you? I do have a stick for the goodest boy. There you are. And hugs. Okay, wait, you just did the thing, so maybe not hug you right now. I swear, like, Rex has been sleeping his way through the colony. Because, Nami is lying wrong ways on a bench. Do I have anything for Nami? Did we ever find out what Nami likes? No, but... Well, they like anime and video games, so maybe something along those lines. Again, Tang musing about what it means, the human body and the limits of the human potential. Nam just... The war is really getting to her. She has not been the same. Her boyfriend, Vase? Or do they even have a label on this? I don't even know. Here, I have something for you. Punch. Something's not right with that relationship, chat. But I'm here for Nem. If and when she needs us. Cal, the pacifist, as lovely as his ideal world is like, even Cal has been getting into fights and going against his pacifist nature, because the situation is calling for, well, rebellion. So one positive thing that happened last playthrough is... What is it gonna say? Yeah, the one big positive thing is, one of our predictions was we had this club as a kid headed by Mars, the Secret Fun Times Club, something like that. Long story short, now as adults, it has now become an actual political entity. A political party, all things considered, and we may actually try to take over the government because it is ruled by someone who is not driving the colony in the right way. Secret Fun Times Club. I was about to say SCP Fisher, and then I was gonna say, wait, did they insert SCP in this game? But no. Secret Fun Times Club, but we are going to secure, contain, and protect the situation. We are going to stop this war. We're going to do our best to do so. So the SFC is now a political party that is against the current government. We're going to figure that out. Thanks, Fisher. I have always appreciated the guidance. We've gotten a lot of good rainbows and results because of your guidance. We're almost done, though, with our first playthrough. It's going to be sad to see them all go, but as you all keep saying, this encourages multiple playthroughs. So we're going to figure this out. All right. Secret Fun Times Club. We're going to focus on that now. We're going to focus on our time here. I'd like to build a relationship with Mars since Mars is heading our party. I do worry about this, of course. Solana feels like she's always been too late, but now there's a glimmer of hope. And she wants this to go... She wants to make sure this goes right. Yeah, this is angry about the war. We planted it in Mars's head that perhaps she should take over the colony. That's... I'm pretty sure dislikes that, right? You know, as an explorer and finding all those nuts in the field. Anyway, we wanted to infiltrate the governor's circle, right? So let's continue to assist the governor. What do we need? Persuasion and organizing. How are my stats there? Cool, organizing almost at 100, and I could always stand to use more persuasion. So we're gonna need to work on our social skills if we want to help out the colony on a political level. As chief administrator, Seek likes to think that they secretly run the colony behind the scenes. This manifests in them watching you very closely, suspicious of your motivations. What motivations? To the adults, especially the older ones, you'll always be crash kids, not to be trusted with anything of importance. I mean, I guess I'm such rebel scum, this thing, I emanate rebellious energy at this point, right? One day they pull you aside. Solana, I need your assistance for a classified mission. Ooh, classified mission. They say, you're surprised. Seek never trusts anyone. Could this be a trap? Oh, shit. Just tell me what you need. You can trust me. Rebellion less than 31, seriously. No. You can definitely trust me. For sure. Seek stares at you for a long time, as if gauging if you're really trustworthy. In that case, they say, looking around to ensure you're not overheard, I need you to run down to the depot and pick up some personal items for the governor. Oh, are we in? Is Seek in on this as well? Are we slowly undermining Governor Lum? You nod and make a note of the items. Wow, you didn't think people as young as Lum got hemorrhoids. Whoa, Seek is going against them. Mars is overjoyed when you bring her the gossip and gives you a few kudos as a... Oh no, not against them. I think Seek was just relying on our discretion on the matter because hemorrhoids. So. Gives us kudos as a finder's fee. You do owe me, Mars, because your card literally skims kudos off the top. Mars is, well, you know. Mars sees people in the government, you know, skimming off the top, getting kickbacks, being typical corrupt government officials. So Mars has been following in their path. Hopefully we can help support her and steer her on the right way. But it is difficult given the systemic corruption that is present in each government in the world. Persuasion is the main stat, so extra points there if you do as well. Yeah! I love it. I always play persuasion characters in my RPGs. Aha, within a day, words gotten out on the HoloNet about Lum's unfortunate affliction. And I like this because I didn't know that doing this activity gives us opportunities to undermine Governor Lum. So they did consider that path when they were writing it. Because I was just thinking, oh, I want to infiltrate their inner circle by pretending to be like a reliable assistant. And lo and behold, we've gotten some good memes. And now another meme about Lum's unfortunate affliction. Though it's kind of sad, you know, Lum is a jerk, so we could do that, but, you know, sometimes, like, you know, making fun of someone's, you know, health conditions, it can be a touchy thing, you know? But Lum, I guess Lum deserves it. Lum is on a bend the next day, complaining about people spreading rumors and his image being tarnished. It really goes to show how disrespectful people are here, outside of Earth's rule. Seek shoots you a smug look. They knew they couldn't trust you, so Seek is in on it. Nice. Alright, let's get the persuasion. Good start, good start. Ah, man. Well, we can't get it straight, so 3, 4, 5. Or, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 4. It's only 4. It has to be 4. Well, that's a rainbow. I'm wondering, though, if... Three, 4, 5, 9, 8. I think this is the best we can do. Unless... Yeah, I think this is the highest. This game, Fisher. We missed 1 point. It's okay. We got the rainbow, so we got the bonus skills. So I'm gonna keep working on the colony for this year. That's our focus right now. Oh, cool. New dialogue. You spot Rex carrying supplies and big pieces of wood into a huge tarped up section at the end of the lounge. He waves at you, as much as a wave as he can do with his arms full of mushwood. Hela, Solana, he calls out to you. Have you come to see the bar? You give him a questioning look. The bar? You don't know Rex super well. You've never heard about anything about a bar. He gestures to the tarps. My bar? He says. I've been working on a special project ever since I joined the construction crew. The colony needed a place to cut loose, you dig? He looks up at it, beaming with pride. I think it's about halfway done. You take a look at what you can see. Rex has kept it all pretty well tarped up and hates letting people inside to peek. But you can tell it's big. Perhaps a little too big. Ambitious, maybe, for a first solo project. But Rex has had a lot of help from his crew and from the whole colony. He'd have to be able to find enough wood. Yeah, I guess everyone also needs a place to unwind, especially with everything that's going on. I'm sure it'll be great. Rex comes over to you and slings you into a one-armed hug. Just seeing you makes me super energized, he says. I can almost hear the music now. That's right, the bar's gonna have live music. You know anyone who plays an instrument? I'm gonna work double time to finish this place. If you want to help, bring me all the mushwood you can find. Wait, so that's what he's been using the sticks for. I love it. I thought he just loved sticks because dog augment. But we've been actually fueling his secret project. It all makes sense now. Hug. Again, Rex laughs but wraps you up in a great big bear hug all the same. No wonder why he's been loving the sticks. Cool, so we've been contributing to the bar. Unknowingly, but now that we know what the secret project is about, that's good. Man, I guess it requires us to give him a ton of mushwood logs. Probably you have to start giving it to him the moment you can. So from the very beginning, it's like, don't spend any mushwood logs. Just keep it for when you meet Rex. That's another thing. I have not been giving gifts to people. But for subsequent playthroughs, we're gonna do tactical gift giving. That's what we're gonna do next playthrough. We're gonna get I doubt we're almost like ending the first playthrough, so I doubt we're gonna finish that bar. It only happened now. But probably need like 100 mushwood logs or something. Nem is not well. I'm not here to tell you what to do, Dis. How are you doing, Cal? People still beating you up? Cal is hauling a huge bag of fertilizer, the muscles in his arms bulging as he staggers past. I wonder what his augment is. Hey, Solana. He grunts, dropping it at his feet. Whew, Whew, I'd like to see a soldier do that. He's getting so competitive now when before as a kid, he was always against that. Let's get organizing to 100. I like this. I want more gossip on the governor. Let's do this. So this is also an SFC meeting thing, this area. So I'm going to keep doing this. Yeah, tactical gift giving. That's how it is, you know, and in games like Persona where gift giving is the way to unlock dialogue. Mars calls this meeting of the SFC to order with a grim expression. I cannot just stand by while Governor Lam ruins everything we've built here, she says, clenching her fist on the table. He might know how to hold a gun, but he doesn't know how to lead a colony. From now on, this club is gonna focus on getting Governor Lam out of power and getting someone competent in. We have from now until Vertumnalia to somehow convince the other council members that he's gotta go. I agree, Cal says, and everyone turns to him in surprise. What? He continues defensively. Lam's a jerk. All he cares is about killing animals. It's better for the whole planet if he's gone. Mars steeples her fingers. But the question is, who would we get to replace him? Obviously, I think I'm a great candidate, but I'm willing to consider other options. This is the governor playthrough. Need persuasion 50 or greater and need rebellion 70 or greater. This sounds like a more interesting choice. Since we also got persuasion 50 and rebellion 100. Literally anyone is better than Guy. We should respect Governor Lam. Nah. But I've been wanting Mars to become the governor. I feel like that's Mars's fate. I'm just gonna be a assistant or a soldier or whatever. Maybe that's what Solana's gonna be. No, I have a farm to run. I have science to do. I have to put those things to rest. So in a way, it's also having closure for our parents. So I don't think a governor will just derail everything again. Though this is, though meta-wise, I feel like, damn, we worked for this. We got high stats for this. But for this playthrough, let's go with Mars. Because Solana still has a lot of unfinished business in other sectors, so she cannot spend the time to be governor. Cal looks worried. No offense, Mars, but are you really gonna stop the soldiers from killing the animals? Look, Cal, Mars says, spreading her hands wide. I don't want hunters going out and not coming back either. Maybe we can find a safer, more efficient way to deal with the animals, yeah? Sounds ominous. Cal doesn't look convinced. Nomi exchanges a look with Rex and clears her throat. We support you, Mars. We think you'll be a great governor. But, Nomi continues, tracing their finger idly over the tabletop. You're gonna keep it so that the colony's fair and everyone has what they need, right? I like that we don't have to compete for stuff and everyone gets the same treatment. Ideally. Mars considers this. Well, I mean, I do like to have nice stuff, but that's not a crime. Everyone else makes awkward eye contact and doesn't respond. Uh-oh. Mars would probably stuff you in their cycler herself if she thought it'd pay out a new dress. Look, Mars can learn and grow. We'll try. We're all in this together, right? Mars gathers everyone close. So the plan is, we campaign in all the departments. Geoponics, engineering, the garrison, the quarters, explorations, and here in command. Try to soften up all 6 council members and get them on our side. Try to keep this on the down low. Then, at the next Vertumnalia festival, we surprise the governor with a spontaneous council vote and replace him. He'll never see it coming. Do we even have time for that? Getting Chief Administrator Seek alone is fairly easy. No one wants to spend time around them if they don't have to. You explain that you're intending to hijack the elections at Vertumnalia in order to depose Governor Lum. The more you speak, the more it's clear that Seek is already on board. Finally, they say, rubbing their hands together with a look of unbridled glee. I was waiting for everyone to realize what an imbecile he is. The man barely knows how to read. So can we count on your vote? It depends, Seek replies. You're not the only person with ideas around here. I was planning on making a go at Governor myself. They extend their hands to you, rubbing two fingers together. Unless you can provide significant motivation to throw myself behind your cause instead. You're not certain wants to be governor and is easily bribed is a great combination. But this is what you're working with here. Seek gives you a slimy smile. Alright, that's good to hear, Fisher, that it's going to be easy to get, everyone sees Lum's incompetence. But in this moment, do we support bribery in the government? No, we're trying to start a new leaf here, right? But Seek might just undermine us. It feels so dirty to already, this is just a slippery slope. No, we're gonna try to stand by our principles here. Oh no! Seek drops their hand. Tisk. Fine. We shall see how far your little revolution will go without my support. Well, so much for it easy, right? So much for it being easy. Mars is incensed when you report back that you didn't secure Seek's vote. I'm not gonna bribe Seek. Seek hates Lum, she moans. If we can't even get them on our side, we're doomed. Doomed! Well, we lost one already. How's it going, Vanwa? We just started. We're now trying to undermine Governor Lum by getting all the departments on our side for a surprise vote before the next Virtualia Festival. So there's a chance there. However, I just botched recruiting Seek because I didn't want to bribe Seek. We're trying to do something here, right? We do not want bribery. It just didn't feel like Solana would do that. Like if it was Mars negotiating with Seek, she would. But it kind of goes against Solana, who in the first place tattletaled on Mars for like skimming off the top and even reported it to Seek. So I think Solana is for an anti-bribery government. But considering the desperate situation, 100 kudos for their support. And then maybe we could have cut them off. Just for that moment, support, right? Then when we get their support, if they insist on being bribed some more and being corrupt, then we can correct their behavior. Maybe that would have been the more prudent solution. Damn it. Feel like an idiot. But Solana, I guess, hindsight's 2020. In the moment, it felt wrong. So, there you have it. Yeah, there are a lot of possible votes. Now, it's even more important that we get their votes. And if we do so, without bribing people, then we're good. Because what does that say about Seek, who will just be loyal as long as the kudos flows in, right? It's not... I'd rather not have them in a position of authority. Because we've already confirmed that they are corrupt. Oops. Card to the right becomes a 5. Hopefully, Fisher. We already... Something has to go right in this playthrough. So we're gonna really try to secure those other votes. I feel like this isn't the highest we can go. Or it might actually be. Oh no, this is higher. Okay. Oh, this is higher. Solana will not be too late again. Yes, yes, we're gonna do that. 3 stars. Oh, new perk, new perk. +1 kudos every time you receive kudos. Cool, okay. Oh, you just had the... Alright. Not hugging you right now, Rex. Not after you... You know. You approach Mars, who's deep in negotiations of some kind with Tangent. When Tang sees you over Mars's shoulder, she points you and says your name. Thank you, forces of chance and chaos. Tang mutters. Slipping away at Mars's attention, turns to you. She's your problem now, Solana. Marsh pretends not to hear her. Solana, she exclaims. You're looking hideous today, darling. Luckily, I'm doing makeovers and fashion advice free of charge. What's the catch? Mars smiles. No catch, she says smoothly. You just have to try on my new line of clothing and give me your honest opinion. Come with me, Mars says, directing you to her room. I've been working on these designs for weeks. They're fresh off the printer and I'm dying to see how they look on a regular person like yourself. Wow, regular person, okay. Vanoa, I decided for this playthrough, I'm gonna make Mars do it. Because Solana has so much unfinished business catching up with, you know, the farm, the lab, you know, unfinished business, you know, her parents' unfinished business. So I felt like being a governor right now is not in this Solana's playthrough. So I hope Mars is going to be competent. We are going to be her supporter and we are going to hold her accountable. That's for sure. Mars's room is a riot of sparkling fabric. My first fashion line is all about dressing for the seasons of Vertumna, Mars says as she ushers you inside. Yellow and angular for dust, and pink for pollen, stuff like that. If we ever make it back to Earth, I want to be known as the visionary who brought Vertumna home. People on Earth won't care about Vertumna. That's a great idea. You know, what's the sad thing? With the state the Earth is in, if word of Vertumna gets out, or if Vertumna's exposed even more, we're gonna get even more people from Earth coming in here, and that might not be a great thing. But I've always been in support of Mars's fashion dreams ever since she was a kid. I think that's a great idea. Yeah, of course she knows. Mars indicates the pile of outfits on her bed. Well, what are you waiting for? Chop chop. You try on outfit after outfit, letting Mars scrutinize your silhouette and bearing. She seems grateful and genuinely focused. She seems genuinely focused on how the clothing performs. Finally, you finish trying on all the outfits. I think the glow jumpsuit is the winner. Go ahead and put it back on, Mars instructs. Then we'll do your hair and makeup. You sit on her bed as Mars pulls out her box of cosmetics. A day look, she says. She asks. Or something more bold for nighttime. Solana, something subtle. Mars sighs. Boring. Mars does your makeup efficiently, then pulls out a bottle of bright blue nail polish. One more thing, and the look is complete. Mars paints your nails, humming tunelessly while she works. And voila, she says, when she's done. I like dressing up for you. Nah. I guess Solana's not gonna end up with anyone this playthrough. This was fun. Mars smiles and caps the bottle of nail polish. And informative, I hope. Blue is definitely not your color. Did he just like rag on my hair as well? Have you started campaigning yet? Mars asks the question innocently enough, but her eyes make it a command. You'll have to do more than just drop by each location. Put some effort into it. Work there a little, get in good with the council members. This matters, Solana. Okay. We're gonna pick up this eggplant first. Bobber fruit. Let's start with the school. Let's just see if anyone else has. Oh no, the barracks. That's gonna be... Because we have to secure... Wait, Vase? Is Vase in the council? Cal is on the council, so that's already a given. But Vase? I'm not sure if Vase is in the council. No, Rhett. Chief Security Rhett, I think. Uh-oh. Nem seems troubled. How do you know if someone still likes you? She asks. I don't understand this dating stuff. Yeah, that's complicated. This Solana also admitted her feelings for Anemone, but shit happened. Nami's painting their nails, and every nail a different bright color. They hold them up to you proudly. Marzipan let me borrow some of her nail polish, they say. She's so glamorous. And she said that if I liked any of the colors, I could just have them because she has so many. This is studying some schematics. What is this up to? I'm so curious. Because this has been the one out there. I remember someone theorized, someone who didn't finish the game, theorized that this is in communication with the others out there. So I'm still with that theory, actually. Okay, you're doing yoga. Let's work at geoponics. The geoponics people support us, so... Well, they supported my mother and father, and they care about me. They're like a family to me, so... let's work here. Let's do a work here. We already have maximum animals. Our empathy's quite low, though. Biology and organizing. We already have maximum biology and almost maximizing that. Or, oh, we can relax, Vanua. Oh, we could relax because we're almost at cap. Nice. So any activity counts. But let's see if the stats work out here. +3 toughness. What's our toughness? 76. Work on the farm is biology and toughness. Actually, yeah, I always wondered what the meta would that is. Like, when do you relax? Because I always relax when I'm maxed out on stress, when I have no other options but to relax. Because I feel like I want to get in all the actions I can before I have to take a break. I'm not sure like what's optimal. Maxing it out is the meta. I see. So let's get some stats here. Biology and toughness. With the exception of rest and glow and counting festivals. Alright, so we can afford to do one action and then that'll cap us out, and then we can rest in the next location. No, let's relax now. You find some time alone with Chief Cultivator to talk about your plan to peacefully depose Lum. Cal. You don't even get to the part where you have to explain how much better the colony would be without Lum before Cal cuts you off. Yeah, my vote, he says. Or Mars does. Whoever you think is best. Do you have, like, a sentient triplet I could vote for? Literally anything is better than Lum and his stupid war nature. Done. Well, that is an easy one. You can count on Cal to have a good head on his shoulders. Oh, what do I get rid of? You can get heroic every glow. So be fully rested before the start of next year. That is true. You're right. Heroic, and then you get to explore and do... Yeah, explore with maximum stamina and minimum stress. That is optimal. Notes for future playthroughs. What do you think? Should I get rid of this 2? But it's 4 in the first or last pane, which kind of helps sometimes. And also the sentiment behind forgetting this is secret. I think that is a very memorable moment for Solana. You know, us sneaking out. That is definitely a memory I don't want to forget. But meta-wise, though, I would keep it. You would keep... Okay, cool. We have the vote. Let's go. Well, obviously you got that vote already. Yeah, we already talked about Tammy. I think Rhett is also gonna be on board because Rhett hates Lum on the battlefield. Nomi. I keep catching Rex after he after the morning after. All right. This is gonna be an easy vote as well to get for what's her name? The scientist. Instance, thank you. Instance. We're gonna get an instant vote, I hope. Okay, what are we... Oh, we've never assisted in the med bay before. Biology, empathy. Thank you for the instant response. Biology and empathy. We already have maximum biology though. But we've never assisted in the med bay. Our engineering's low as hell, so we could actually do that. And maybe impress instance. Biology and reasoning. Are we maxed out on humanities? Creativity and persuasion. Actually, no. We could stand to gain more of this. Reasoning and empathy as well for tutoring the kids. Yeah, you know, let's go with this. Let's tutor the kids. But I also want to assist in the medway because we've never done that before. Tangents at 44. Nomi's at 19. So maybe we'll get another friendship event if we become friends with Nomi. This is friendship with Tangent and Nomi. Yeah, let's go for that. After work, you ask Chief Engineer Instance for a few minutes of her time. I remember last time, Exocolonist and dad jokes. You ask Chief Engineer Instance for a few minutes of her time. She allows you into her office and begrudgingly listens to you explain that you and Mars intend to hijack the elections at the next Vertumnalia. When you're finished, she heaves a long, suffering sigh and pinches the bridge of her nose in her fingers. The suspense! Why in the world would I support this plan, she says. We're barely surviving as it is. Lum is right. The planet is at war with us. Every year we come closer and closer to total annihilation. Is this really the time for dissent? Instance gestures to her office. Every horizontal surface is covered with experiments. He may not be the most suited to the job, but do you see anyone else with the time on their hands to run a colony? The idiot does the least damage where he is, doing busy work and making stupid motivational videos. What if I can persuade you? 92. We can do this. Card becomes a 4? Are you kidding me? Annoying. I'm gonna use these yellows. I guess this is the highest we can go for this one. We can't do like a 5, 6, 7, unfortunately. Because this has a gem. $66. Okay. This 4 is so annoying. Got it. Good second round. Good second round. Okay, we got this. You just have to convince. We got her vote. I hope. I hope. Hmm. 42. Rainbow, is this the highest? Nope. I think this is the highest we can go. 42. Yeah, because the rainbow matching 2 different colors. We're good. We have the straight 2, 3, 4, a pair, and a 10. I think this is good. Oh wow, that is terrible. Horrible. We got 1 star. We missed out on something there. Instance hasn't survived this long under a hostile regime by being soft. It's hard to convince her that you have a chance to oust Lum, but she does like to win. And she appreciates a good game of 8-dimensional political chess. If you win the election, and you convince her you will, she'll be free. Well, she says, sitting her back on the chair, it seems that you might actually be cut out to be our next governor. You have my support. Oh, it's assuming. Oh no. It's assuming like that we chose. Oh, she assumes we are going to be governor. She gives you a stern look. When you strike to kill, she says. Damn, if Lum knows I'm moving against him, he'll put me on the wall. Actually, I want you to vote for Marzipan. I feel like this is gonna get rid of her vote. Instance stares at you for a long time, as if sizing up your mettle. Calculations go on behind her eyes you can barely hope to understand. Good, she says finally. Tell her she can count on me. Oh, wow, okay. Nice. Let's go to the barracks next. Things are going well, Rex. Yep, 2 for 1. Antecedent is a vote we have to get as well, right? Oh, yes. We got a friendship encounter with Nomi Nomi. Head of exploration, Utopia. Do any exploration. Got it. So we basically an action in every doing action in every location. Nomi is camped out in the lounge, their holopad screens spread out before them like a drawing table. In another screen, there's a collection of photos of a manticore. Flashbacks of the manticore and Tonin and almost dying. Nomi looks between the two screens, their brow furrowed in concentration as they scribble directly onto the screen with a stylus. What are you doing? Well, Nomi replies thoughtfully, I wanted to write and illustrate a story about aliens like in the Turbo Girl Hyperjet Transform, except using the Xenos here in Vertuna, like manticores and faces and stuff, but they can talk, and instead of attacking the colony, they help people instead. That sounds cool. But this is an interesting thing, chat, because we encountered the manticore. It almost cut us to pieces. It almost killed Tonin. And Nomi, of course, doesn't know that, and they just want to make something cool, like Turbo Girl Hyperjet Transform. The other Xenos at least are helpful, right? Like, cute and helpful, like Kypris. So Solana's gonna go like, yeah, that sounds cool. Thanks, Nomi chirps, scribbling happily at their drawing. I got the idea from the second Turbo Girl Hyperjet OVA, you know? The one where the Medusa demons show up and the aliens and the Turbo Girls have to band together to defeat their common enemy. Right, we watched the OVAs. I remember that part. Matthew, this is Nomi. Nomi's the only one with anime eyes. Nomi is a super geek, an artist, quirky non-binary kid from the Heliopause. And they draw, they craft, they like anime. Yeah, everything. Yeah, pink hair and pronouns. And they invited us to watch anime. I remember that part. Nomi came in from another ship. They're so precious. Nomi looks up at you with a start. Oh, they exclaim. That reminds me. So I'm trying to brush up on my Xeno anatomy, and I'm totally fine with writing, but the blood. And they also have like fan fiction and and sketchbooks of their fan art. They insert their OCs into the anime. So, because they want to be a turbo hyperjet girl. Sorry, the anime that they love is basically like Kankol, except instead of battleships, they are jet fighters. Yeah, Nomi instantly made that impression on me. Like, instantly, like, I would take care of you, I'll protect you, you're like my little sibling. That reminds me, so I'm trying to brush up, writing. They blow out a big breath, ruffling their bangs. I kinda haven't been here long enough to make sure it feels right, you know? To make it go pop! And the reason why I'm talking so fast is because that's how they supposedly really talk. Like, breathlessly, non-stop. The energy, like a motorboat. It's crazy. To make it go pop. And I want to make sure I'm being, sensitive about stuff and I don't know a lot about. So I was wondering, could you help me with some of the world building? I would love to. What kind of soulless creature would say that they don't want to be associated with this? The Strike Witches? I am unfamiliar with that. But that brings me to mind the historical squadron of female bombers. Night Witches. Yeah, Vase would say that, Fisher. I would love to. You spend an enjoyable afternoon helping Nomi with their story. When you're done, they give you a big hug and thank you profusely for your help. You feel proud of what you've accomplished. Hell yeah. Next playthrough, I'm gonna really try to befriend Rex and Nomi. Oh yeah, I forgot. Nomi also loves video games. They also want to learn how to knit, sculpt, maybe make jewelry. Everything. That's Nomi. Oh, by the way, Matthew, we're gonna usurp the government. So, we're gonna do it properly. We're gonna get the vote of the council, and we're gonna oust the current governor because he's an incompetent asshole. And we're gonna put someone else in power and steer the colony in the right direction. So, yeah! Rebel scum. Right, barracks. I was gonna go to the barracks next. I hope it's red. It's red, right? It's red. Okay. It has been years since we played sports ball. So I feel like, let's play some sports ball. Bravery and toughness. Yeah, we could use that. Vive la Revolution. Yes. You meet with Security Chief Rhett, knowing he'll be a tough sell on this whole political coup business. He sits behind his desk, hands clasped, listening intently as you explain how you and Mars plan to depose Lum during the next Vertumnalia festival. When you're done, he shakes his head and sits back. You're not an idiot, Solana. You know what you're asking me to do. Having the garrison on your side would make this a military coup, he tells you. If you learn Earth history, you know those aren't a good look. Why should I support you? Do you hear the people sing the songs of angry men? It's from Les Miserables, the play, the stage play, which also has a movie starring Wolverine, singing Wolverine. Hugh Jackman's awesome though, but I did not expect him to end up in the Les Mis movie. I didn't even know Wolverine could sing. I didn't even know Hugh Jackman could sing until Les Miserables. Oh shit! Why should I support you? Mars is the future of this colony. Rhett laughs. You're a regular little politician in the campaign trail, aren't you? You've got a lot of guts, asking me to remove a professional soldier from leadership during a time of war, to replace him with a child. Why the hell shouldn't I go tell Governor Lum right now that there's a mutiny underfoot? What can I say to convince you? I'm gonna roll that die. 95. Okay, not bad. Oh shit. Good first round, I think. +2 to strength card to the right, though. No, the 555 was better. Yeah. Alright. Same thing, 66. We're on the same path as what we were with Instance. Damn it. 28. This is a good card though. +3 during skill challenges and +2 to neighboring. 28. We were recommending 3338. Yeah, we were doing that. 3338. How many collectibles do I have? What's the star mean? Oh, first collectible use is free. But in terms of collectibles, whoops, we have like 9 crystal clusters. I haven't not been using these items nor giving them away. It's not optimal. I keep forgetting about the collectibles. The blue 8. Nice. That's a good second round. Good suggestion, Fisher. We got this in the bag. 33. It's funny how Mars' ambition is gonna be played here. Appropriate. Appropriate. Yeah, 2 can be the 4. So we're good. Nope. 42. I think it's the best we can get here. Because we have no gems. So the discard is first. So move it 1 left. And put the discard first. Red 5 last. Oh. Huh. Four, 5, 6, 7, 5. Wait, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5. Oh, yeah! Duh, straight. You're right. 4, 5, 6, 7. This is why I need my other lives on chat. Like, forgot how to count up. Thank you so much for that. What did we get? 2 stars! Ah, I'm sorry. Yellow 5 instead of red. Oh, right. We could have gotten the color bonus. Damn it. It's okay. We got the vote. You managed somehow to convince Security Chief Rhett that it's morally imperative that he support your movement to depose Lum. You both know that Lum is dangerously inept, so it's really just a matter of assuring him that you'll do a better job, and that you'll protect him from reprisal if you fail. You've won his vote against all odds. 3-1. Oh shit, it's Glow. You catch them around the side of the garrison, leaning against the wall with their eyes closed. You call her name and she jerks awake. Yeah, she's... Need rest, Nem. You can usually get a crystal cluster during Glow, right? Let's look for that. Tang is standing with her arms crossed, gazing out into the gloom. I cannot help but be a little comforted by the presence of the soldiers. Perhaps we'll stand a better chance during the next attack. I need pets. It's like an entirely different planet in Glow, Dis says, smiling softly out into the illuminated wilderness. It's my favorite season, full of secrets and danger. There's the crystal cluster. Glow equals sadness. Yes, indeed. Visit the spa? Oh, meditation spa. You can just forget for... This is the first time I checked the spa. I could get rid of cards for kudos. Damn. Do I have any more zeros to get rid of? Maybe I should get rid of this. First steps. You know what? So, we cannot get a vote during glow, right? Do I have a -1? Oh, I can get rid of the... I can get rid of the Mars card. I do have a -1. Holy crap. Okay, I think I'll get rid of this. Like, meditate, and this makes sense also for Solana. Like, during glow season, just in the quiet before the calm before the storm, she meditates in the spa and forgets about the delusions. You breathe deeply. That memory has been forgotten. Okay, glow doesn't interrupt. But how do we get to antecedent? Do we relax? Where's the Mars card? The Mars that turns everything to 1. Ah, here. What happens if the value is wild? Wild card values match as all pairs or straights. So it's basically just to form pairs or straights. Is that what this is? Okay, let's relax. Okay, should I get rid of the 0 rainbow? The 0 rainbow card? Or should I keep the 0 rainbow card for like color matching? Keep it. Alright, so it's still valuable for the color card. I think we're good for now. So let's relax, then we're gonna be heroic, and then secure some votes and get our physical skills up for toughness and perception. Anne is easy to track down. She's in the rebuilt creche, giving a bottle to one of the new babies. Despite everything, people are still having babies. It's incredible to think. Oh, Solana, she says, giving you a gentle smile. Would you mind passing me that canteen? Rainbow cards are most of the time worth keeping. Got it. Narratively also, I'm just glad we got rid of the -1, the -1. Even though it's a rainbow card, it is about the delusions. So it made sense for Solana to meditate on that. You hand Anne the canteen that's just been out of her reach, and she juggles the bottle to hold it and the baby in one hand while she takes a grateful drink. Never enough hands, she says. Someone should figure out how to give us telekinesis. Let's see science work on that, She laughs, which rocks the baby in her arms. What can I do for you, Solana? Well, Anne listens patiently as you explain the plan to force a vote at the next Virtunalia to depose Lum. When you're done, she sets the bottle down and lifts the baby onto her shoulder to burp. That's quite the plan, she says, rubbing the baby's back. You've come a long way from when you were this little. I'm proud of you for sticking to your guns, no matter what happens. So, can we count on your vote? Anne makes a thoughtful noise. Well, I'm not one for fighting any wars on nature. Honestly, I'm so busy with living quarters and the kitchens and the creche, I barely pop my head outside these days. But I do trust Lum to do what's best for us. He's a little empty in the noggin, but he surrounds himself with good people, and that's what matters to me. The baby lets out a wet-sounding burp, and Anne coos at it. Great job, good work. Better out than in. Well, Anne says, turning her attention back to you. What do you think? If they're on board, I don't mind chipping in a vote to make it a majority. I have 3 votes. Oh, look at you, Anne says fondly. You're really serious, aren't you? How wonderful to see you all grown up. Somewhere in the creche, a baby starts to cry. Anne stands up and excuses herself. You'll have my vote, dear. Dear heart, she says. You can count on your Auntie Seaton, just like always. Nice. Okay, even though she's a 2 card, this is my last memory of Tammy. I'm not gonna forget Tammy. You're heading to bed when the sirens begin to wail, heralding the beginning of the yearly Xenofauna attack. Outside your window, you see the soldiers begin to form up. This year, Nem is heading her own squad. You see her red hair bobbing along with the others as she rushes to defend the walls. No way! I can't! What? What? No, we're 1 point! This is the first time in this playthrough that we're gonna wait in our quarters. I can't leave Nem out there. This is tragic. 44. We needed 1 more point. Well, we gotta live with this, chat. So maybe I'm like trying to rush. Solana's trying to rush after Nem. And maybe narratively, Nem is like... maybe shouts us down or keeps us... to tell Solana that... it's too dangerous out there, Solana. Leave it to me. You're not ready for this. Will it apply? Can we change our gear? Can't change gear during an event. Oh well. Now, I already committed to... damn it. This is gonna be super sad, but I committed to like not save scumming. Not save scumming. So this is gonna be tragic. Like, I can imagine Solana's trying to run after Nem, but the gates close before Nem, before Solana gets to Nem. And Solana right now is just, am I gonna lose another friend, another loved one? Am I gonna... and then Solana's just gonna cover her ears and hunch up in a corner. This is sad. You close your windows and pull the covers over your head, then you get a holocall notification from Mars. You join and find Mars, Tangent, Cal, Rex, and Nomi already in the call. I can see everything from my bedroom window, Mars says. Naimi's got her own squad and everything now. Look at her go. I can't watch this. Cal makes a noise of discomfort, but doesn't voice his opinion. Suddenly, your room is rocked by an immensely loud shockwave, then by a wall of heat you can feel even through your closed windows. Keepsakes rattle around on your shelves, some falling on the floor and shattering. Your holo chat explodes with alarm chatter. What's that? Is everyone okay? There was an explosion, Mars exclaims. I can see it. But part of the wall is missing. There's monsters pouring in. Everyone starts talking in a panic. Tang's cool voice cuts in. The explosion came from inside, she says. Congruence made the trajectory and damage calculations. The walls blew outwards, and there's fire damage on the garrison wall. She's quiet for a few seconds, then... Are you in the call? Are you safe? There's no answer. You don't think he was caught outside, was he? Mars asks, but no one has an answer. You and your friends keep the call open and speculate on what's happening outside. This is so painful. I need to be out there. But I have a feeling like I can imagine this cinematically. I have a feeling like Nem shoved Solana back inside and sealed the gates. Like, I think I like that scene happening. Like, I try to get out there, but maybe a moment of hesitation was enough for Nem to gain the upper hand, shove me inside, because she was always better than me in self-defense training. And that's when she locked the gate. I can see that happening. Everyone is on the call except Vase and Nem, who are defending the colony, and Dis, of course. Mars observations, tangents, readings, incongruences, processes. You can't shake the dark feeling you get when you think about him. If someone set a bomb inside the colony near the garrison, you only know one person who could have done it. In the quiet following the battle, the colony comes out of hiding to gather in the courtyard, surveying the damage. Governor Lum is on the warpath. I'll find who did it and I'll have their goddamn head, he yells. I want every single strato lined up and questioned. Those were our explosives. I want to know who set that goddamn bomb. You and everyone from the strato are hauled inside and questioned on your whereabouts prior to the attack. Everyone, that is, except Dis. He's nowhere to be found, dead or alive. Jeez. So I think the prediction was right. This is working with people outside. Or this just feels like everyone should die in the colony. And Solana could have done something by befriending this and making sure he doesn't go down that path. But oh well. Tang stares at the hole left in the wall by the explosion. I don't understand, she says softly. A slight breeze from the encroaching wilderness ruffles her hair. How could anyone do something like this to their own people? She clenches her fist. To their own flesh and blood. Man, she's convinced it is this. Alright, this is our last year for this playthrough, chat. This is it. Nem shoots you a smile. Oh, Nem's alive. Oh, God. Whew. I think we could have caught whoever blew it up. We probably could have caught this or whoever the culprit was who blew it up if we went out. But alas, I'm just happy Nem is alive. Nem shoots you a small smile as you approach. There's still a lot to do before sundown. But if you need me, I'm here. Vase looks exasperated by your presence. I too am exasperated by your presence. Nami watches a squadron of soldiers jogs by and makes a face at you. Couldn't be me, they exclaim. I'm just gonna keep on making art and hoping it makes someone smile. That's what I'm good at. You're looking for Rex by the construction site, but Rex finds you first. Tackle hog! You turn to the source of the yell. Rex is barreling towards you, arms outstretched. You have about 2 seconds to decide how to react. Give him a big old friendly bear hug. You stand your ground and throw your arms wide. Rex almost knocks you off your feet with the force of his hug, but his strong arms don't let you fall. He smells so good, like sweat and dust and sunshine. I'm always happy to see you, Solana, Rex says, squeezing you tightly. Alright. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but in the Philippines, smelling like sunshine is the total opposite of what you think it is in this moment. If you tell someone in the Philippines that they smell like the sun, that means they smell like sweat, body odor, dry, as if they were working the fields for an entire day without having a shower. And they stink as all hell. That's what it is in the Philippines. That's why I always find it so funny when in other media, when it's like, I want someone to say something romantic to me, to tell me that I smell like the sun, I smell like sunshine. And it's like, oh dear, just don't say that in the Philippines. So yeah, I totally get it. If the construction worker, the smell of the sunshine in the Philippines is what I just described. So in Tagalog, it's amoy araw. Amoy is the sound. Amoy is smell, and araw is sun. So literally, smell of the sun. So it's what your like aunties and uncles would like. They turn up their nose and they tell you that you smell like the sun. Take a shower. But I can understand if you are biologically, if you are attracted to someone and their smell and everything, sometimes it's even a turn on. So I get that. But I'm always happy to see you, Solana, Rex says, squeezing you tightly. Like, I think if you're attracted to a person's smell, there's like a certain threshold. Like, if you're attracted to their smell, you have a much higher threshold. And in fact, it goes on like, it's attractive all the way. It's even more attractive as it gets up, and then suddenly it just shoots all the way down. It's like there's a point of no return where even your partner might not be able to stand how you smell. But before that, it actually like it heightens the attraction. You think you're starting to understand the strange Helio boy and his love of hugs. So, Rex asks, crossing his arms, were you looking for me? What you need? Birthday's early pollen, mushroom log stalk years. What did we learn? More interested in flirting than working, but he's fun to be around. Is that what? Huh. Dog boy. I didn't notice the slider. So we have a slider. Dog or boy? Boy. Dog boy stat. Okay. Rex. You know why I've been coming to you for all these hugs, like randomly? I've been thinking about everything, and sometimes I can't think about my mom, my dad, and just feeling helpless, and then I've been feeling really down lately, Solana says. Oh no, Rex cries. He throws his arms around you again and rubs his hands down your back comfortingly. I'm sorry, Solana. Is there anything I can do to help? You want to make out a bit? No, that's not Solana. I just feel trapped, you know? What do you mean? Rex asks. We're literally trapped on this island. The walls are all around us. Anything I do, it's too late, as if I can't, as if I'm fated to always not be on time or whatever. Then she starts. Rex hums. I had a life among the stars, he says. Maybe you don't remember it, but having solid ground under your feet is way better than being literally trapped on a spaceship. He jerks his thumb towards the construction project behind him. I can't dip from work right now, but if you want, you can come see me. You can come see what we're working on. Get your mind off things. Minus 20 stress. Oh, nice. We're back to 0. Rex takes you on a tour of the construction site. He's great company, and basking in his excitement is a pleasant way to spend an afternoon. When you wave goodbye to him so he can get back to work, you feel a little bit lighter. Nice. Unfortunately, we're not heroic, so here we are. Naomi's looking up at the sky with a slight smile. It's been 4 years and it's still so cool, they comment. I spent my whole life on a spaceship before this. Being outside still feels like being in paradise, even with everything going on. Oh, okay. Who are we missing? I think we got everyone. Ah, right. Sorry, Utopia. Thank you, Vanoa. Vote from Net Explorer. Yes. We are gonna go to the Head Explorer. Thank you for reminding me. Utopia. How could I forget about Utopia? Jesus. Oh! Oop. Gotta make sure we win this vote. So we're going out there. This... I'm pretty sure we missed out on the this event. 3 animals and 2 combat. Do not need that. But I have never done this before. I've never hunted in the swamps. So I feel like I want to do something new because we've already explored nearby, surveyed the plains, foraged in the valley. I want to see a new zone. Even though it might not be meta, like, because we already have 100 animals. And it's already enchanted by that. So we don't have the perks, but because of the rifle we have, it's plus 40. Is it plus 40? Oh, plus 50 combat. Huh. Yeah, it's only 40 plus. So we could do combat. But the thing is, Solana already said she wouldn't. You know, let's go for it. I think it's the right time even. I think this makes sense. This is the first time we are ever going to hang out with Vase. And I think I want to at least see what this guy is all about, yeah? And maybe prevent them from doing something stupid, this hunting party. This is a new zone. Cool. You managed to partner yourself with the chief surveyor herself on your next expedition. It's the perfect chance to talk to her about it. To talk about Governor Lum, but she beats you to it. Whew. This was easier trekking when we had hoverbikes. Exactly, Fisher. That is a great way to put it. It's like, what does Nem see in this boy? I'm gonna go out on the next hunting expedition, especially because she couldn't go out during Glow, so Solana feels like she has to get out there with the soldiers. Whew. Utopia says as she hauls herself up a particularly difficult stretch of terrain. She reaches back to help you up. That villain Lum's using them all to search for aliens now. Like that's not like finding a needle in a haystack. He sent half of my teams out to the swamps now. She gestures at her empty holster. Without weapons, I might add. He's bleeding us dry out here. She scrubs the back of her hand across her mouth. That snake of a man thinks every little thing is a war. I don't like getting attacked by animals neither. But I sure miss being able to explore this planet without Lum getting his paws all over my division and taking my resources for his damn messy war. Funny you should mention. You tell Utopia about Mars's plan to overthrow Lum at the next Vertumnalia. She seems excited by the prospect. You forget how young she is compared to the other council members. Sounds stellar, she says, clapping you on the back. The only question is, who you got in mind to replace him? Marzipan. Mars, Utopia drawls. Really? Isn't she a mite? Well, she's young. She crosses her arms and gives it a thought. Well, I was only 22 when I became chief surveyor, I guess. It's not too far-fetched. But why Mars? What's she gonna do different than the chauvinistic float cows ours? Pitch me. Hunting is a dangerous waste of resources. Remember what Lum did to your hand. Okay, let me tell you what we'll do. Easy. Nice. 79. Okay, next round. 51, 51. Maybe I should dump all my blue cards. She has a foot in the door. We need to push her. Yeah, we need to push her extra a bit. Because remember what Utopia stood up to him. So much respect. And got her hand crushed because of it. And it's because of that, when she stood up to him, that he showed his true colors, which pushed us to really like, this guy needs to go. So it's actually because Utopia, I think Utopia really helped spark that. But of course, we gotta be smart about this. We can't just rush in and... Same number, same score. So 29. $36 is the highest we can go for this round. So here's that extra push. Right? Using the Secret Fun Times Club card. It's like appropriate memories to solve this. Whoops, I missed that. 3 in the first spot. It's okay, we got this. We just have to make this a good one. Oh, for the 3 stars for a multi-round event, is it only the last hand that it counts the stars? Or do you always have to play the best hand for the first, second, and third, for the first and second rounds? Or is it only the third round that counts? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me get that. +2 to cards with gems. Well, we don't have that. 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's so funny that we're also capping this with Mars's ambition. And she's gonna take a kudos away from us. It's like, thanks, Mars, and your ambition. See, this is a good memory. Because this is when Mars was a kid. And we were talking about it. And Mars just threw it around. Like, threw that away. Like, maybe I should run the colony. Who knew that it would happen? So I gladly give you this kudos. Consider this like funding for the political campaign. What? We missed a point? Whatever. You and Utopia set out for a hard day's work surveying. As you work, explain your plan and how Mars will do everything she can to protect Vertumna once she's governor. Utopia listens patiently to your pitch for her vote, giving you ample opportunity to explain your position. By the time the second sun is beginning to set and it's time to head back to the transport, you've made a solid ally. Utopia slings her arm around your shoulder as you walk back. Here's a tip from one young buck to another. Don't let anybody ever tell you you're too young, she says. You've been here in Vertumna just as long as any of us have. Hell yeah. That is secure. Oh, we have another event? Right, it's our first time in the swamps. You look down at the drone rifle in your hands. This is the big leagues. Finally, you're gonna get out there and take the fight to the enemy. What? No messing around out there, Chief Security Chief Red says. These animals are dangerous. They want to kill you. Probably as much as you want to kill them. Your job is to get to them first. It's okay, Fisher, we're making it. Utopia sighs. And by no messing around, he means don't you go taking risks, she says. As head of expeditions, she's technically in charge of you in the field, though Rhett is the one who molded you for this. There'll always be animals out there, but you're a lot harder to replace. And if you take down anything edible, she adds, tag it for reclamation so as we can bring it back to the colony. Vase is practically humming with excitement beside you. Rhett pairs you up to head out together, and Vase sighs. I don't need a buddy, he grumbles. No offense, Solana, but you'll only hold me back. Rhett shakes his head. You two are a good match, he insists. I want you to watch each other's backs out there. Stay within transceiver range of reach other at all times. You might not always be able to reach the colony or utopia, but you'll have each other. Never engage the enemy alone. We'll make a great team, right, Vase? Rhett smiles and claps you both on the shoulder. Good. Teamwork is the key word out here. Teamwork. You go to high-five Vase and he stares at you like you're a hover snake. Eventually, his shoulders drop and he raises his hand. You finish the high-five. Rhett takes off on his glider and Vase turns to you. You better keep up with me, he sneers. We might be stuck together, but that doesn't mean I need your help. I'm gonna get all the kills and all the kudos, so just let me do all the work and stay out of my way. The subaqueous swamps are especially dangerous, Utopia says. Something in the air makes the beasties here all kinds of fickle. Could be the storms, but normally docile creatures are a mite more aggressive. She bites her lip. And to be perfectly straight with you, there are some darn scary things out there in the swamps. I don't much love that we're sending you kids out into a literal war zone, Utopia says. I've been to the swamps before all this war business, and it's a beautiful place even if it is real spooky. Hurts my heart to see soldiers tromping all over it. She summons up a smile. But I know teenagers can be just as capable as adults when it comes to surveying and hunting, she says. You've got faster reflexes and stronger stamina than a lot of these old codgers. Just try not to take stupid risks out there, okay? Promise your honorary auntie? Vase scoffs. Ha! You're not my aunt, he mutters. And I don't need a coward telling me what I'm capable of. Fun times with Vase. I think it's really appropriate that you went out on this expedition. We got the vote. And then right after the vote, they send us out to hunt. You and Vase are walking down a path made by some creatures, probably bush bubs. They like to make paths. What you find though isn't a bush bub. It's a snap bladder, a much more aggressive foe. You've seen nests of the things squirming around and crying out, trying to lure people into their hungry mouths. But this one is on the move. It's crawling across the path. Slowly. From its round, lumpy form. You wonder if it's pregnant. These things are a danger to surveyors and could potentially kill someone who fell into a brooding nest. They swell up so huge they can't move anymore and instead half bury themselves and lie in wait for prey to come too close. You take this one, Vase says, gesturing to the lumbering beast. It looks like your speed. I came here to learn, analyze it. You're with me, we do things my way. I could actually just put this all like that. Oh, what? +1 for each gem. Oh, damn it. But it's a 35 versus a 37. 36. Compare it to if it's all red. That's a 37. Sure. Analysis complete. Save the stick for Rex. So it's a 33 rainbow versus 34 rainbow, 35 rainbow. I think that's the highest. No, it's not. Whoops. The creature seems uninterested in you, more concerned with getting where it wants to go. You're able to take a few really good readings on its biochemistry, even snagging a sample of its clear, gooey slime. You take so long, Vase eventually just pulls out his plas cutter and cuts it open. Here, he says. Now I can do an autopsy. You're welcome, asshole. The cut-open snap-bladder carcass exhales a noxious cloud of acid mist. It stings your eyes and makes your lips tingle, but you're okay. And this gives you a chance to examine its insides too. Science. Yay. Aw, it's a Popeye. Utopia told you that usually docile creatures are aggressive here in the swamp, but you didn't expect to run into a pack of murderous Popeye. They're charging straight towards you! Down the path, their claws drumming against the ground and making enough noise for an animal 5 times their size. Vase raises his rifle and prepares to fire. Get out of their way. You grab Vase and haul him off the path into the trees. Moments of Vase. This is the first time. The Popeyes run right past you. They look exhausted, practically frothing at the mouth. You notice they're headed in the direction of your colony and wonder if you should have stopped them. But it's a long way, and at the pace they're going, surely they'll hop themselves to death before they arrive. Ha! Alright, we're just sabotaging Vase. Electrical storms can be a real danger when you're slogging through the swamps, and not just because of the obvious. Something in the frisson of electricity in the air draws previously unseen creatures to the surface, their behavior strange and unknown. Something like a giant electric eel has surfaced here and is lifting a long antenna out of the water. It looks like it's trying to attract lightning. Maybe we should give it what it wants, Vase says, pulling on a pair of stun gloves and grinning sadistically. Shoot it with drone rifles instead. Let Vase zap it. I really, how far can we push this? Just avoid it. Oh, you have to. Shoot it with drone rifles instead. I'm gonna go against what Vase always does. I'm gonna do the opposite of Vase, what Vase wants. Well, it doesn't like that. With a crackling hiss, it shoots lightning at you. Awesome. This is +3 on third stages though. Four, five, six, seven. Next round. Messing with vase is quite satisfying. +4 if stress is over 50. Huh. $35 versus $38. Fisher, thank you for dropping by and being here. You know, I don't know if I'll reach the end in an hour, because in an hour I will break for dinner. We'll see how long we can leave. Oh, but catch you later. Thank you so much for lurking, Fisher. Since we are taking our time, we might actually finish after dinner. Like, I don't want to rush it. I don't think an hour and a half is enough. So, might catch you later. You kill it. You think? It sinks into the water so there's no trophy or even proof you did it. Vase pouts and pulls off his stun gloves. Yeah, I don't think we'll be done. Take care, Fisher. Have fun with the exercise. Oh, where's this lead to? There's a different variety of bush bub here in the swamps. Slimy, smooth-featured, and gloopy, like the rest of the foliage. They seem just as slow but suspiciously intelligent as their dry biome cousins. You come across one of their little shrines and find their well-worn paths in the loamy soil. While you're inspecting the shrine, you hear a burbling, groaning noise, and Vase smacks you with the butt of his rifle to get your attention. Barreling down on you from different directions in the path are two goop-faced bushbub sentries, calling out to each other as if they had been laying in wait. They attack. This really is a hostile place. Ah, shit. Is 21 the best? $21 for the first round. No, let's put the wild there in two different colors. $62. $31 should be easy enough. Solving this with mental cards. 54, 54, 58. 3 stars. Finally, a 3-star result. You kill one and the other runs off. Well, sort of. You've never seen an animal move quite like this, like an ambulatory sack of oatmeal. Analyze the corpse. Vase sighs as you kneel down to take a closer look at the goopy bushbab. This must be some subspecies of bushbab that doesn't appear in your Hollow Palms bestiary. Its rock-like skin is much thinner and slimy, and its branches don't look like they've ever had leaves on them. You cut it open. We already have maximum biology though, and its organs just don't make sense. They're just jumbled in there willy-nilly. You can't even figure out how this creature would digest food. Maybe it's a genetic abomination, but there were 2 of them. Oh, I think this is also super appropriate. We're grown up now, and this is gonna be our second encounter with the Manticore. Flashbacks of Tonin. You and Vase hear a crashing, growling noise nearby. 2 Manticores are fighting. They're so invested in their battle, they don't even notice you approach. One of the Manticores looks much older than the other. Its tail bitten short and its mane mangy with old, tattered flowers. The younger one is in much better condition, but is significantly smaller. And what's Solana gonna do now? These are like the stuff of her nightmares. In fact, she refused like a Manticore plushie because it brought back those memories of when she almost died. If you get the heck out of here, you just go back. You turn and walk away. Once you're far enough from the Manticores, Vase demands an explanation. What the shit? He says, getting up in your face. We could have at least waited to see what happens. So this is like trauma for Solana. I didn't want to see them kill each other. Vase scoffs. What? Like it's different when it's done with the drone rifle? Next time, he warns, I'm going in, with or without you. Wow, it's back to 1. Ha! Relationship is dating anemone. I think it also would have been it would have been interesting cinematically if Solana just lost it and then killed both of them. A wide but shallow stream blocks your path here. If you get a run up, you may be able to jump over it. Or there are giant lily pads that might hold your weight. The tops are worn smooth as if animals in this area regularly use them as a bridge. Vase leaps over it. Come on, short stack, he crows. He says he has the height advantage though. It might not be easy. Easy. Jump over it. You land neatly on the other side, and Vase laughs and gives you a high five. Well, that made us forget the Manticores quickly. The swamp has flooded here, and water has risen to almost completely cover the trees. The islands you make your way across are actually the tops of giant mushroom-top trees, barely rising out of the marsh. The water is clearer than usual, so you can see down through the underwater canopy to the jungle beneath the surface. You think it's just marvelous to peer down at the underwater forest, but Vase is antsy and looking for something to fight. He scouts on ahead. You're hurrying to catch up when several muckwaters come flopping out of it in front of you. They're twice as long as you are tall, smacking and slithering in your direction with hundreds of little fins. The creatures are slow and clumsy out of the water, but it doesn't really matter that you're that big. Fight! Hmm. Do I really want to use this rainbow? Damn it. 32 versus 30. Let's stick with that. The first collectible use is free. I keep forgetting. Damn it. $26. First collectible use is free. I wonder if we can make this a +1. No. In their clumsiness, the muckwalkers seem more likely to crush or drown you than to actually eat you. Assuming that's what they're trying to do, it's hard to tell. You kill one and the other slithers off. Vase shows up just as you finish it off. Aw, he pouts. You have all the fun. Man. It's the last encounter, I guess. Oh no. You're gonna stumble onto dark memes. It's a Unisaur! You and Vase duck into the brush to observe it. It rubs up against a gloop pillow, seemingly unaware of your presence. Checking this now. Oh no. This is horrible. Check this out, chat. It's so sad. Damn it. Okay, back to it. Thank you for sharing that. Hunting down memes. I'm glad that there's a lot of fan arted memes for Exocolonist. It's a Unisaur. You and Vase duck into the brush to observe it. It rubs up against a gloop pillow, seemingly unaware of your presence. Until it suddenly is. Its head snaps towards you, its nostrils flaring as it catches your scent. Its jaws open wider and wider, revealing glistening needle-thin teeth and a terrible light from deep within. It looks like it hasn't been fed in some time. It howls and charges. Vase looks at you, wide-eyed. What do? Stand your ground. We can handle this. We've handled Unisaurs before. +3 bonus to pairs. Okay, we want pairs. Well, that's a pair. You were looking for a character gallery title. Thank you for this love app. Not you, Vice. Yep. Vase gave us a high five. Maybe we're gonna be friends now. Doing this for Nem. I'm not doing it for Vase. I'm doing this for the colony and Nem. Nice, 3 stars. See, we're being friends with Vase. +2 friendship. You and Vase explode out of the brush, matching the Unisaur's energy. It rears back and roars in surprise at your intimidation tactic, and you take a knee and fire your rifles. The drone bullets punch into the Unisaur's leathery hide, and it roars again, this time in pain, and it wheels around to dash into the trees. Damn it, Vase curses. Almost had it. You're alive, which is a bonus. Maybe it will die from those wounds. That's so sad! Okay, I think we almost reached the end. Time to rest. The investigation into the bombings during the Glow attack continues all month. Governor Lum and his goons can't find a way to pin it on any of the Stratos, and over time, people come to accept that this was probably the culprit. The rumor doesn't make anyone feel better, but it does take the heat off the others, including yourself. As usual for this time of year, your dreams have been more vibrant and invasive. You have trouble distinguishing dream from reality during the day, and you dread falling asleep at night. Huh? How did that hot-eye get into your bedroom? Follow it. You chase it out your balcony door and find yourself on a thickly wooded path. The mushwood pressing in close on every side. The light is weird here, pink and glittering, casting teal shadows. The hot-eye disappears down a hole in the ground, and without thinking, you dive after it, squeezing your shoulders to fit through. You tumble into a cave, beautiful and surreal, shimmering with a light that seems to come from within. When you take a step forward, granules of pink sand crunch underfoot. The cave opens out to a forest that seems lifted from a fairy tale. The sunlight beams through breaks in the trees, illuminating a path of mushroom-ringed stepping stones that lead you to a small cottage. You spot the hop-eye hurrying further down the path. I think it's time to visit the cottage. This is here. It's his home, you think. He's hunched over a woodworking bench and looks up as if you'd called his name. You realize with alarm that he's working on himself, as if he's part tree. He waves at you with a hand that ends in a small blossoming branches as, unsettled, you hurry onwards through a door at the rear of the cabin. Too late. You realize the door opens into empty air and you tumble. You land hard on solid ground, your breath whooshing from you. It's hot here, impossibly hot. The twin suns beat down on you, burning your skin on contact, and the air is almost painful to breathe. In all directions stretches a barren wasteland of dead trees, like bones puncturing the dry skin of the planet. You rise from the dusty, cracked earth and begin to walk, stumbling over the bones of unknown creatures. You don't know where you're walking, only that the horizon doesn't change. The red sky just stretches overhead, like a great bowl of heat pressing down on you. There it is again, our stuff of nightmares. A great roar shakes you when you turn to see a chimeric nightmare. A manticore, but with Governor Lum's face. He towers over you from a podium, his claws clacking, and his tail thrashing as he proselytizes. "We, primeval forests felling," he chants. We, the river stemming, piercing deep the mines within. We, the surface broad surveying. We, the virgin soil upheaving. Overhead, the sky is streaked with smoke. You hear a rumbling in the distance. Stand to face it. You plant your legs and refuse to look away from the beast. With a yell from behind you, Mars appears and swings a sword made of light at the Lum abomination. Its head rolls across the dirt, but it continues to speak. You turn from the scene and walk away, feeling the memory of it cling to you as you push and claw your way through another reality. You stumble forward into a dark, glowing forest. Blessedly cool air brushes your cheeks, thick with moisture and making your face wet as if you'd been crying. The path wends upward, flanked by humanoid figures carrying candles. Some are wearing robes, some armor, some lab coats and envirosuits and formal wear. Some are elderly and some barely 10 years old. All turn to look at you and you realize with a jolt, they are you. Every single one of them is you. You see yourself reflected in their eyes as they gaze upon you dispassionately, a line of possibility stretching out as far as you can see. The hop-eye crouches between the ranks and gazes solemnly out as you pass. You walk steadily upward, feeling their unflinching gaze follow you. Overhead, the wormhole hangs in the sky like an overripe fruit, bending the heavy branches of space and time towards you. It's so close, you feel as if you could touch it. You stretch out your hands, seeking. You wake up. Gain status insomnia. Oh shit. Milky, quiet sunlight pours through your window, flakes of bromide snow piling up against the glass. You feel as tired as when you went to bed. It's your birthday. You're 19 years old. Only one more year as a teenager. Damn. Ooh, extra card draw. Nice. So this is becoming one with the planet, literally. Cal is sitting on the garden fence, his feet laced through the slats as he balances a container of cut-up watato on his lap. Hey, Solana, he calls out. Time for a break? Come on over here. Help me finish this. He skewers a piece of watato on his fork and drives it towards your mouth. Beep beep. Open up for a timely reminder that we've made ourselves a part of this planet's ecosystem and have to deal with the consequences. Time off. I think we secured all the votes. Wow, this is really not here. Nem looks up from her hollow palm as you approach. Solana, can you block someone from sending you hollows? Just temporarily? She asks. Her hollow palm chimes with another incoming message and she winces. I really screwed up and now Vase won't leave it alone. I said I was sorry. Oh, you're dealing with problems, relationship problems. Well, if you need me, Nem, I'm just here. Tang is hunched over a workstation, the heels of her hands pushed against her eyelids. When she raises her head as you approach, she quickly blots the corners of her eyes and sniffles. What is it? She asks. Have you heard from Dis? I have not. I'm gonna rest and go out to the expedition again. I'm gonna clear that zone. Rex yawns and scratches his stomach. It's as good a day as any to enjoy the miracle of existence. Yeah, I guess, he says and shoots you a thumbs up. Not much more I could ask for, really. I got you a stick for the bar. I'm already thinking about my next game, Nomi says, twirling their pencil around the lock of pink hair. Should I make it a sequel to the first one or something different? Ooh, maybe I'll write a romance game. They stop and giggle. Solana, don't look at me weird. Just because I don't know about sex stuff doesn't mean I can't write a good romance. Some things are universal. Heh, make your Otome games. Mars grins as you approach. There's my little campaigner. With the council on our side, we're gonna get that governor out of the bridge and replace him with someone more competent. By which I mean myself, of course. Where else can we relax that we haven't done so before? Let's view the notice board. Food's good, security's okay. Do your part to protect Vertumna. Join a colony defense or a hunting party. So we already got... we got Ret, Instance, Cal, and Antecedent and Utopia. So we're good. It's 4 versus 2. We haven't relaxed in the lounge in a while. Oh, since we're missing this, I think it's narratively appropriate to rest up on the walls, hoping we catch a glimpse of this. Yeah, I think that makes sense. You're chilling on the wall when you hear the sounds of an argument float up from the ground level. Nem and Vase are yelling at each other. From the sounds of it, it's an old argument. Vase wants Nem to be more respectful towards him when they're around his friends, and Nem wants him to lighten up and not be such a hard ass. It sounds like a pretty vicious argument. You turn on your Hear Speak and drown them out with some music. Man. Destruction of the Strato. Holy crap, this memory. I don't think Solana can forget that. You're browsing the colony bulletin board on your holopalm over breakfast when you notice a new post from Nomi. It seems to be a short story. Uh-oh. We encouraged her to do this. The title is Xenos to the Rescue. Oh boy. You open the story and read through it. Wow, it's actually pretty good. Nomi did a great job of grounding the unrealistic premise of talking manticores with relatable characters and a strong emotional story. With your help on some of the finer details, Nomi's written something that truly elevates the art form. Wow. You get the notification through your holopalm that you've received some kudos, along with a message from Nomi. 26 kudos for that? Thanks for the help, Solana. Here are your royalties. Holy crap. Nice. Alright, we're gonna go out and finish our expedition. And maybe we'll find this. Where's my mouse cursor? Oh, there. Rex slings his arm around you, knocking his head against yours. Another beautiful day in paradise, right? He says, voice light but dripping with irony. You doing okay? Taking care of yourself? Good, Rex. Nomi twists a lock of hair around their finger and tugs. I never really fit in anywhere before, they say quietly. But here, sometimes I think I could. I just want the chance, you know? Mars is talking to a sharply dressed soldier. You watch her lean in and brush a bit of lint off of her uniform, looking up at her with a flirtatious smirk. You cough and Mars sees you. She straightens up and gives you a businesslike smile. Hello, Solana, she says. Verbena and I were just talking about how the soldiers' quarters are starting to leak. Just terrible. Waking up wet. She says, and Verbena laughs awkwardly. Was there something you needed? Updates on the campaign, etc., etc. Cal waves at you from the garden, then rises to his feet. It's almost comforting to see that despite everything, he's still the same old Cal who likes to play in the mud. Hey, Solana, he calls out to you. What's going on? Well, I'm headed out. Maybe we'll find this. Or at least learn more about the swamp. Click, click. There we go. Where haven't we been to yet? An info window pops up on your hollow palm when you get closer. What do you want to know about? The Subacuous Swamp. To the south is a vast, foggy wilderness, home to dangerous animals and hazardous weather conditions. Exploration in this area is only to be done with extreme caution. Yeah, doesn't want to be near the soldiers and just wants to be away from everyone. And we saw the vision of him becoming a plant person. So I hope this is okay. Let's finish the hunt. Yeah, this is probably not here. He's in another location, but I want to finish this zone. Should I do this event? I'll save my stress for now. There's an egg. Let's get to the end. I want to see the end. Ooh, 1 perception to 100. Oh, this looks like a major event. Huh. Well, look at that. It's a Unisaur corpse just rotting here in the thick muck. Maybe it's the one you wounded. The meat isn't edible, but you figure you could harvest that shining horn. Someone will probably want to study it. I feel terrible. The worst thing about hunting in a bog is, well, the bog. You're up to your knees in sticky, clinging mud, sucking at your boots when you try to move. You're stuck. You poke at it with a stick, then lose the stick. How deep does this go? Damn it, we're not smart or creative enough to build a bridge. 35 creativity. What's my engineering? 39! You kidding me? Do I have equipment that can boost that? Ah, yes. Emoji Proji, who's going to help us with building a bridge. Finally. Build a bridge. You find some branches that seem light enough and strap them together using tall grasses, making a kind of raft. You drop it onto the muck where it sits without sinking. Then you make a second raft, walk to the end of the first and drop it down. Then you pick up the first raft, walk to the end of the second one and drop it down. Continuing this way with your 2 rafts, you and Vase are able to cross without even getting wet. It takes forever, but it works. Nice. Boss battle. Fully armed. It's getting late. And I shouldn't have equipped that. Anyway, it's getting late and you and Vase should be heading home soon. Then you spot it. There on a plateau half a click away, glittering in a beam of blue evening sunlight, a unisaur. You pull out your holoculars. This one has particularly beautiful coloring, a pale bluish white. The last rays of sunlight shimmer through its rainbow mane as it paws the ground and sniffs the air. You're drawn to its terrible beauty. The question is, when did it last eat? What if we leave it? You take in one last look as it tilts its head to the evening sky and lets out a mournful howl. I think it's because we killed its partner. It's a hauntingly beautiful sound, like a deep bell sounding in the distance. Oh, it's so sad. You reach the end of the area. Go home. Pollen season. Don't think we need combat yet, right? Never know when I might need that. Mara squints up at the sky. I suppose it's better than being cooped up in a spaceship, she says begrudgingly. It's hot and dirty and it smells bad and there's nothing to do. Why, if it weren't for the constant risk we'll all die, it would be paradise. She sighs and her shoulders droop. Ugh, I hate this place. Let's share some gossip. Oh right, we can get cards by boosting our stats. Mars's eyes go wide when you tell her you know something she doesn't. Impossible, she exclaims. I am the queen of knowing everybody's dirty dirt. Try me. When you're done sharing your gossip, Mars is speechless. Really? She gasps, holding her hand to chest. No way. That sounds like it came straight out of a holovid. They really said that? She shakes her head in disbelief. Whoa. Wow. Thank you, Solana. Wow, we got all the cards from Mars. You find Rex sitting in the bowl of one of the unfinished buildings, taking a hit off a rolled cigarette. Right. Nami takes off their Vert Space helmet and gives you a sunny smile. Hey Solana, they exclaim. Do you want to play Laser Fable? We gotta be careful because people get weird now when I'm running around shooting things, even if it's imaginary. But if we go around the back of Geoponics, it's usually okay. Right. It's almost Vertumnalia, almost the vote. Cal is sitting on the garden fence, his feet laced through the slats. Da-da-da. Okay, we need 80 reasoning. What's our reasoning? 53. Hmm. Tang is asleep at her desk, her head pillowed in her arms. Truly, not everyone is immune from the power of a catnap. One of the lab assistants sees you and taps Tang on the shoulder and she jolts awake. I wasn't sleeping, she insists. It is crucial to rest the eyes, to maintain adequate moisture levels. Let's get perception to 100. I would like that. What ups perception? It's in the barracks? Alright. Nem seems unusually withdrawn today. Solana, how do you... What if... She stops and looks down at the ground. Never mind, actually. I got myself into trouble with him. I can get out of it. I just have to apologize. Toughness. What's my toughness? Hey, mousing over toughness. Why isn't it? There we go. 78. So 2 more before we can train with Nem. Let's give Nem an egg. Oh, where's Cal? Here's an egg, Nem. You gotta eat healthy. Thanks, Vano. Or any exploration except swamps. So let's do this. Look out, Judy. That's +3 perception. Alright, let's do it. Again, this is also feeding into our narrative that maybe we're gonna find this. Security Chief Rhett interrupts your afternoon training to address the group. Nem perks up. This seems important. Since the original colony was destroyed, Rhett begins, we have needed every skilled security officer we could find to defend our home. And now with Governor Lum's blessing, age is no longer a requirement. We are looking for young recruits to join the ranks of the defense squads. This is a serious job. He punches his hand for emphasis. You'll be soldiers. Not little kids learning self-defense or peering down from the safety of the walls. You will be in danger. You need to be brave and know your way around a weapon. Step forward if you think you have what it takes to defend our colony. Oh, what's Solana gonna do here? Didn't she she doesn't want to contribute to the war effort. So I think Solana, she really this seemed like she just is what she wanted to be when she was growing up. But so much happened that she doesn't know anymore. Quietly hang back for now. Good, he says to those who step forward, including Nem. For the rest of you, if you change your mind and want to join the real soldiers, you know where my office is. Oh, wow. +3 bonus to straights. All strength cards set neighbors to this value. Okay. we even have gems? Well, that's a gold, but I don't think this is optimal. Oh well. Oh, damn. Nice, perception 100. Avoid blocking events. Slip past all path blocking explore events. Wow, but I wasn't planning to explore anytime soon. Mental skills increase for 3 months. That's true. We want to look for this. Should we go out at 50 stress? Cal is standing in the middle of the garden, looking out towards the walls with a critical eye. Almost 9 years here, and we still haven't figured it all out, he says, then sighs. I tried, Solana. I really did. I still think there's hope for peace with the aliens. I just wish other people thought so too. Nami takes off their vert space helmet and gives you a sunny smile. So we already secured the votes, so let's look for this. You find Rex sitting in the bowl. Da-da-da. Here's a hug for good luck. Let's go out. So we have time before Vertumnalia. This is a last-ditch effort to try and find this. 1, 2, 3. 3 ticks. In case we need... So not the swamps. Do we want to forage in the valley? What did the vision say? Well, I'm trying to remember the vision. The vision where we saw this. There's a cottage. There's a cottage. Prosaic Plains. Or was it the Valley of Vertigo? Because there was like falling. There's a desert too, yeah. I remember we traveled the hop eye led us through the plains. Like different zones. Like those are the different zones in the vision. I'm just trying to figure out where do we see the cabin? Wide variety of edible food. Bread basket of Vertumna. So if I were to set up a cabin, I'd do it here in the Valley of Vertigo. How's the Prosaic Plains? Sudden storm flurries. Plains are relatively safe to explore with mostly herbivorous fauna. I think I'd go for the bread basket. I feel like the hop eye went into the Prosaic Plains and then we fell down the Valley of Vertigo. Well, we haven't even found the resting ridges. That could be where this is, but we don't know where that is. So we have to travel to the west. Vrando Sage, thank you for that hydrate. Oh, crap. We're good. It has been good, Veranda Sage. We're just in a bit of a pickle. We're almost done with our first playthrough of I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. We're here to find one of our friends who's gone missing. Thank you for that redeem, Verando. And happy lurking. I do appreciate it. I'm trying to remember the vision we had, the hop eye. Okay. We already finished nearby. Survey the plains. Ah, God. Let's try foraging in the valley. This. Please be somewhere here, please. Should I do this event? Yeah, sure. It deals with the Vriki. You come across not just one Vriki, but a whole swarm of them, mostly just baby ones, about the size of your head. They're all amassed around the massive tree, scurrying up and down the trunk. When you can see the tree itself under the swarm, you notice it's the same pale pink as the baby Vriki. Its tentacle-like roots meander in a fairly large distance before plunging into the ground. When the Vriki see you approach, they get agitated. And they look hungry. Definitely hungry. Like dozens of hungry, grapefruit-sized, furry pink spiders. The stuff of nightmares. Maybe they aren't so bad. You walk up to the tree and put your hand on it. The baby Vriki swarm around the tree trunk, very upset with you, but they calm down when they see you aren't doing anything. There's an unmistakable thrum of life under your hand. Not just from the proximity of the baby Vriki, but from the tree itself. It's warm, leathery, and you can feel something like a pulse. It's alive? It seems as if this tree is itself a Vriki, just in a different phase of its life cycle. Does that mean the little clusters of fruit on its branches are Vriki eggs or maybe cocoons? There's so much you don't know, but you do know that this nursery tree is a special place. There's nothing to forage here though. These ravenous youngsters have stripped everything edible from a wide radius. You move on. Oh, we can run past the events. Huh. You come out of the trees into a large grassy clearing. In the middle of it is a pedestal. In the middle of a cradle of flowers sits a massive egg, easily larger than any egg you've seen before. It's white with red flecks and it's just sitting here in the middle of the empty clearing, totally unprotected. Leave it. What the heck was that? Oh! That's what it is, Lichcast. I thought it's like specific events. That is an amazing power. Welcome in, Lichcasts. We are almost done with our first playthrough. I was hoping to find this. Bombing happened. They pinned it on this. We had a vision. A vision of where this is supposedly... We saw a vision of this in the cabin. It's all because we didn't befriend this, I think. He was calling for help and we didn't help him. Just making sure... It's that thing. More Vriki events. Okay, we comb the area. Yeah, I didn't realize how powerful 100 perception is. Let's do the boss thing. Maybe it's going to lure someone out, someone we're looking for. But I also want to do the Vriki events, but we don't have enough. Let's do this event first. The Valley of Vertigo spans a huge and relatively safe area, so it's rare to see other foragers out here. It's surprising then to come across Utopia and 2 other foragers crouching in the underbrush. Psst, Solana, Utopia hisses, beckoning you over. Get over here. You slink over to the other foragers. Through a gap in the underbrush, you spot a terrific sight. A fully grown manticore has fallen into a nest of at least 20 snap bladders, and they're engaged in what looks like a battle to the death. I've got 10 kudos and a snap bladder, she says. I fell into a nest once. I was laid up in the medbay for a week. Poor manticore, one of the other foragers says. What a way to go. The last forager snorts. Who cares? After what they did to Hal, every manticore can rot for all I care. The manticore roars in pain as it's torn apart by the whip-fast hungry snapbladder. Solana does not have a good history with manticores. Bet on the snapbladders. It's not even a contest. The manticore's roars gets weaker as it's poisoned and slowly torn apart piece by piece. Finally, it collapses into the carnage. The snapbladder nest is ravaged, but a few lizard-like heads continue to tear into the manticore's carcass. Guess they won, Utopia mutters. You collect your winnings. Alright, let's get in there and scavenge what we can, Utopia says. Be careful, those snap ladders are still dangerous. No dis. Damn it. Let's do a Vriki event. Vriki are carnivores, you think, but the juveniles are too small to take out anything larger than an insect. Not so much the case with this one. The Vriki blocking your path is pretty large, probably about as tall as your waist, and it's growling at you over the carcass of something even bigger. Oh, we already saw this event. Alright, go home. Alright. Watching the walls again. Or maybe we should go for an SCP meeting. No, I think I'm worried about this. So Solana's worried about this. I do hope it'll be enough, she says quietly. I just can't help but feel like we're capable of more. Okay. Because I'm also worried for Tang. Have you heard from this? Worst playthrough ever. No, I'm enjoying the story of this playthrough. Yikes. So we weren't able to see one zone, the resting something. Nam is having a fight with her boyfriend. And she's tired constantly. I already told Nam I'd be there for her. Let's give her an egg. I already gave her an egg. There, Nam stares out at the wall, stone-faced. She barely acknowledges your presence. and Nem signed up to be a soldier. And Solana decided that no. She really wanted to join. Like, she and Nem, I'm pretty sure as kids, they were saying, when we grow up, we're gonna be soldiers and monster slayers and defend the colony. But Solana hung back. And we just watched Nem become a soldier. See, apply for guard duty. Visit the gym. Relax in the walls. The view from the top on the towers is stunning. In almost every direction, you see the untouched beauty of Vertumna spill out before you. Well, except for where they've cut down this and this. We already saw this. No special events on the wall. Last chance to find this. Let's go out again. I think I've come to truly love this planet, Tang says, looking up at the sky. Certainly, it's at times uncomfortable or even dangerous, but she smiles faintly. I have such wonderful visions of what it could become. VR games. Maybe once everything's settled. We also got Mars. Like, I actually could have become governor. I could have chosen to, like, they were asking who could be governor, and I had the stats and the rebellion's nature to do so, but I chose Mars anyway because Solana has a lot of unfinished business. I don't think she can handle being a governor on top of everything else that she's going through. Here we go. Mars not she's our candidate, but not yet governor. So we secured all the votes that we needed. That's why I'm focusing now on, let's save just in case. I know I said I wouldn't save scum, but it's been a while since I saved the game. Oops. Survey the plains. See, that's the problem, Lichcast. We don't have access to the Wrestling Ridge. Like, that's the one area we cannot survey. You've been saved a few times from certain doom, or at least discomfort, and it can't have been a coincidence. Something or someone has taken an interest in you. You're being followed. You're beginning to get a feel for this place and its dangers, so the next time you hear the hiss click of a nest of hungry snapladders, you walk straight towards it, keeping an eye out for anyone watching you from the trees. There. Just as you think you're gonna have to climb into the damn nest to get your savior to show up, you see a shadowy humanoid figure darting behind the tree. You make eye contact and you both freeze. His almond-shaped eyes widen in his not-quite-human face, and he slips away into the jungle. Track him carefully. Rather than rush after him, you use your tracking skills to carefully follow his path and sneak up on him. You pounce like a manticore and the two of you tumble to the ground. You pin his arms and... This is the one that you guys were talking about, right? Why are you looking at me like that? You get a good look at his face for the first time. The long... Now I'm imagining it's like young Kylo Ren, young Adam Driver. That's my canon now. This is young Adam Driver. You get a good look at his face for the first time. The long, delicate features, the odd tone of his skin, almost purple, and his glittering alien eyes. Before he can answer your question, you jump off of him and back away. Who or what is he? He brushes the dirt from his clothes and stands up tall. Sim. Yup, this is Sim. Mysterious man who appears when you need him most. Him. Very tall. You have to take another step back to get a good look at him. You catch a glimpse of a pale purple wrist under his tattered black sleeves, delicate like bird bones. I am Gardener, he purrs, and you're trespassing on my planet. Now that you can see him, all of him, you confirm he's definitely not human. Besides the purple tint to his skin, he's also just constructed differently. Human but not, and taken as a whole, those little discrepancies add up to something that is decidedly alien. We're the alien, but it's our only option. You're an alien? He laughs, a light and infectious chuckle that sounds more animal than human. It goes on for a little bit too long, and you think he might be poking fun at you. Actually, you're the alien here, if you think about it. You do think about it, he's right. He jumps up onto a large rock and crouches, eyeing you thoughtfully. Let's make a deal, he says. He speaks with an odd inflection, putting the wrong stresses on things, but the words themselves come easily enough to him. It's also strange that he can speak our language. I'm not supposed to talk to you, he says. It's against the rules. But since you've caught me, I can grant you one wish. He smiles mischievously. Is this a joke? I wish for 1,000 kudos. I wish you'd stop laughing at me. I wish to know more about you. He gives you a sly look. In time, Solana, I hope. He knows my name. He pauses and his eyes unfocused. Well, he's been watching, right? So he probably heard me being called Solana. I'm glad I did meet them. I did meet him, Banoa. Finally, it's like at the end of her playthrough and I'm only meeting him now. He pauses and his eyes unfocused for a moment. He stares straight ahead, unblinking. Then he slowly stretches like a cat and stands up. Well, this has been fun, but I am afraid duty calls. He doffs an invisible hat towards you. My name is Symbiosis, by the way. Or Sim, if you like. He jumps behind the rock and disappears. Literally, he disappeared. You search all around and can find no trace of where he might have gone. Or how. Stars. Just met an alien. That changes everything. Kind of. Well, no, we're already on the path that we are not the first ones on this planet. But we finally had first contact? Question mark? Wow, this 100 perception is... Oh. Hello there. You're walking up a trail when you're caught by surprise. It's Sim, and he's running? You're knocked to the side as he pushes past you, running in the opposite direction with barely a glance. You shout and chase after him, but after a few seconds it becomes clear you don't have a hope of finding Sim when he doesn't want to be found. You turn and continue along the path, and around the next bend you spot a familiar face. Huh. Utopia? She's collecting rock samples with a pickaxe like an old-timey prospector. Who the hell was that? She demands. Ooh, I didn't see anyone. That's just my friend. Oh, just an alien named Sim. What loyalty? Utopia squints at you with her trademark gruff humor. An alien, eh? Is this some kind of role-playing thing? She hikes her pickaxe off of her shoulder. Whatever, just watch where you're running, okay? The gravel's loose around here. You agree. Happy to be out of this conversation without any trouble and continue on along with the path before Utopia asks any more questions. You walk for a couple minutes before you see Sim again. He seems to be in good humor despite the close call. Oh, he says, leaning against a tree. It is tiresome to be so secretive. He wipes his eyes, brimming with mirth. It is such a pleasure to be around you in this, and to not have to hide myself. Aha! So, they were right. Someone on chat predicted that this was in contact with someone on the outside, and this is it. He sobers quickly. It would be best if you exercise discretion, though, he says. It is not the right time for the Gardeners to be formally introduced. To do so too early would cause a great degree of chaos. Yes, even the female surveyor, he continues. I do like her, but I have learned from my limited experience with your kind that adults of your species do not react well to surprises. It is good, Johito, Sim continues, as I do need something from you. Data. What? Sim holds up his hand. Please do not be alarmed, he says placatingly. I do not mean to sensitive information such as personnel and defenses. I mean only the contents of your digital cultural archive. Like holovids? Sim smiles. Yes, exactly. Your holographic recordings of movies, music, books, cultural artifacts only, I promise. Why? Well, Sim says, isn't it obvious? I wish to know more about your kind. I wish to learn how to... He struggles for the right phrasing. I wish to learn how to act in such a way that is not so discomfiting to humans. Symbiosis, right? That's his name. I'll do it. Sim's gentle smile grows warmer. Truly? He asks, clasping his hands. Oh, I thought it would take a great deal more convincing. You are surprising. It's such a pleasure. You tell Sim that you can likely find the mem drive in engineering and fill it with the data he wants. But you request payment of another kind? But you have a few questions of your own. That's fair, Sim says. It must be frustrating to feel as though the truth is being withheld from you. Ignorance is not a yoke your kind bears easily. Please, trust me when I say that my inability to answer your questions is born of circumstances beyond my control, and not a lack of desire on my part, continues. I have full faith that you will know everything soon enough. Did you bring what I asked? Sim asks. Sim is standing in the shadows, wrapped in his clothes like he's trying to blend into the jungle. It looks like a vid actor pretending to be shifty. You guess he's asking about the data he asked you to smuggle out of engineering. I vaguely recall getting that data. Here, I brought you something. Oh no, I don't have it. So engineering, okay. Oh, okay. So that is just a normal gift window. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Right, quest items don't show up. And it's just like... Yeah, it's just it's an imaginary inventory. I wish there's a way to track the quest items that you actually have. Wait, the only thing we can give him is my mom's flower. Am I ready to let that go? I think my mom would like that. Maybe this is a sign for Solana to move on, to hope, to forge future with the aliens. Well, where are the aliens? With the natives. Maybe this would be the symbol. I feel like I want to give the flower, the white astrantia. I think Solana needs this. But it's like a total stranger. But I feel like I want to give it. You know, let's go with our hunch here. Sim admires the astrantia flower for several minutes. It's beautiful, tells you as he hands it back. And I feel its importance to you, but I cannot accept it. This is from Earth, and it belongs with your colony, not out here with me. Oh, okay. Got it. Still a nice moment, though. What can't we get on the planet? Like, what items? Like, all of this is from the planet. A cake? Maybe a cake. Maybe something with my kudos. Well, we couldn't find this, but we found Sim before the Vertumnalia festival. At least we met Sim. If we have the opportunity, I guess we can get Sim cake. You've been trekking up a gentle incline for what feels like hours before you finally reach the edge of a cliff. The plains spread out before you as far as you can see in every direction, sparkling lakes reflecting perfect circles of sky. Spark snow drifts lazily through the air, flickering like fireflies in the distance. Everything sounds muffled and peaceful. One of the suns is setting and the other is rising. It's spectacular. And since this is the last day, it's the last month before the vote, narratively, I like that we met Sim, and then Solana felt like she wanted to give him the flower. So it's the gesture that counts and the meaning of it. And perhaps it's a hint for a future together. With Earth and whoever Sim's people are. But we can't forget about this, so perhaps Solana up on the hill just desperately. Maybe we'll catch a glimpse of this. This keeps between rounds, though. Oh, it's not. Yeah, I'm just thinking like the vote. I feel like the vote is gonna be a major thing. And then I'm thinking, Vanoa, when the vote happens and we're gonna see the outcome, then I'll break for dinner, and then we'll have an uninterrupted finale. I think it's a nice place to pause after the vote. I didn't notice this until the end of my second playthrough, but did you know there are icons on the left side of the screen to do things with cards? Yeah! Sort by value. Like, I only found this out last session. Sort by suit or sort by value. $33. Versus same thing. Ah, wait, no, because it the gem. $34. Final round. $35 versus okay. 43, 46. So that's 3 stars. Nice. In the jungle, you're never safe. You stand watch. There's some animal activity, but nothing out of the ordinary. And then Solana, sad, and turns away. Didn't find this. And then now it's Vertumnalia Festival and the vote. Governor Lum enters the colony square to his customary bombastic fanfare. Brass band, red carpet, banners with the Heliopause logo snapping in the hot dust breeze. It's disgusting. The governor gets his usual tithe of applause from diehard soldiers, but it's obvious how tired and fearful everyone has become in service to his war. You catch Mars's eye, and she nods in solidarity. You've planned this for so long, and now is your chance to strike while everyone is watching. If you can get the entire council to speak out against Lum today, maybe the rest of the colony is ready for change. Anyone is better than Lum, even a teenager. How old is Mars? 19. The governor raises his hands for silence, though it's largely unnecessary. Pioneers of Vertumna, he begins. We stand here today, not shivering and quaking in fear, but with our hands around the neck, he makes a ringing gesture, of the planet herself. Before he can continue, Mars leaps from her seat and runs to the front of the stage. A ripple of fear goes through the crowd. You all remember what happened to Utopia last year. It doesn't have to be like this, she cries, speaking to the crowd. We don't have to listen to him. He's just a bully with a gun. Like the ones we left behind on Earth. Join Mars at the stage. You put yourself between her and Lum's honor guard. I trained for this, right? My self-defense training. She flashes you a giddy, grateful smile and turns back to the crowd. And maybe Nem is also, maybe she's beside the honor guard and she looks conflicted. And then I'm standing in between Mars and then the honor guard. And then Nem's there on their side with the soldiers. And you have a shot of that. And then Nem looks surprised and conflicted and confused and sad and everything. You put yourself between her and Lum's honor guard. She flashes you a giddy. She points to the governor. This man has made you think that the only way to survive is through violence, she says. He's just a soldier, and not even a good one. Violence only makes small, weak men feel powerful. She turns to the council. He is not powerful. We are powerful. We broke free of Earth. We broke free of war and bigotry and inequality. And we can break free of him too. Please, she urges, stand with me. Reject Lum and bring in the new era. A colony led by someone born among the stars. She holds her hand to her chest. Me, I can lead this colony. What about Administrator Seek instead? So can I. Governor Mars is the future. We got a unified front here. Unified front. The buzz of the crowd is deafening, like a swarm of bugs all chirping together. Some of the council members are nodding, but it isn't unanimous. This is bullshit, Lum laughs. 2 children saying they can lead the colony. What's their first order of business? Taco Tuesdays? Soy sweets for dinner? He waves his hand dismissively. Have your stupid vote, he sneers. Who'll let the council decide? Seek, because I didn't wanna pay their bribe. Because Solana, it felt hypocritical of Solana to suddenly give in and give the bribe. But looking back, like, it could have been a strategic move. And then once we secured all the votes, then you have then you finally say, like, you're not getting any more bribes. That's it. But Solana was all like, no, we're here to establish a new and clean government, etc., etc., etc. Because she was the one that tattled on Mars, okay? Like, so Solana had to say no. But it's something before the start. I see. Out of the corner of your eye, you can see his guards with their weapons lowered, just waiting. Some of them look as interested in the change in leadership as you are. If you have the council behind you, even Lum supporters in the military could fall into line. You might just win. Oh, well, now that you mentioned Seek is the real power, I have a feeling now Solana fucked another thing up. The council deliberates. You and Mars clasp hands, intensely await their decision. The council shuffles off to the side and deliberates. To your relief, they come to a decision quickly. They must all be unanimous, or the centers of the colony won't rise against Lum. After a minute, Instance looks up from the group and shouts, "Someone get that man off that stage!" Lum starts to laugh, but stops when he realizes that his own honor guard is coming up onto the stage to cart him away. Wait, you got me worried about Seek. Wait, what's going on? Is Seek gonna ruin everything for us? Because Solana didn't pay the stupid 100 kudos? Wait, he says, as his arms are held behind his back and he's taken off stage. You can't do this! I'm the governor! I'm the leader of this godforsaken colony! You search the crowd for any hint of dissent. The soldiers are uneasy, but everyone else just looks tired and relieved. You can't believe that all it took was a few kids to point out the obvious. The council returned to their positions and Instance remains standing. We've decided to reward these young patriots for their bravery by accepting their bid for leadership, she says to the crowd. On a trial basis, she gives you a meaningful look. We're pleased to recognize our new governor. Oh, I'm so relieved. Lichcast, you scared me. It's like we try to stand up for no bribery policy in our government, in our political party. And I was worried that Seek was gonna screw it all up because Solana decided to stand up for her principles at the worst time. And add it to another list, add another notch to Solana's regrets. Okay. Wait, it's not over yet. Not over yet. Instance turns to Mars. Marzipan! Mars shrieks and jumps up and down, then gives you a big hug. We did it! She squeals. We really did it. Thank you, Solana. Mars releases you and waves at the crowd as they cheer her name. She looks overwhelmed but bursting with happiness. Seek shuffles forward and directs Mars to place her hand on her chest and repeat after them. Okay, Seek's not screwing it up. Watch the swearing in ceremony. Okay, I think home stress chat. Mars swears on her honor to act in the best interest of the colony and to uphold the tenets of the Vertumna group. Peace, understanding, and harmony with the planet and each other. Not just for herself, but for generations to come after her. It's official now. Lum is old news. You won. The two factions of the colony regard each other carefully. On one side, those who went along with Lum out of fear, either of him or of Vertumna, are cautious, unsure of what to do now that the leader's been deposed. On the other, the peaceful faction can't quite believe their nightmare is over. Mars sees this and directs Lum's military band to start playing something festive. I know we've been through a lot, but we've been through worse, she says. Tonight, let's just enjoy being together again. Let's eat and dance and celebrate. After the politicking is over, the crowd adjourns to the feast tables and eventually the dance floor. The sun set on the long day, the heat breaks, and the party continues well into the night. After the festivities, Mars gives everyone 2 whole weeks off for much needed rest. She spends the time meeting with every colonist individually, and it does a lot to endear her to the people who are still hesitant about having a teenager as governor. Oh god. I almost had a heart attack when you mentioned that, Lichcasts. Finally something went right for Solana. I'm so happy for Solana and Mars and everyone right now. I swear, like, I was so hopeful, Lichcasts. Like, I know we couldn't find this, and I'm sad about that, but I thought the vote was going well. And then you said, like, oh, Seek is the real power, alas. Everything, like, sank. Like, I could feel my whole body sink. And then, like, my heart sank as well. And it's just like, what? I thought we had it. Oh, thank God. Mars is governor. Okay. We're good. I can pause here. Perfect timing. I'm gonna break for dinner. And then we're gonna go straight all the way to the finale and into a second playthrough for if we don't take too long. Wow, okay. Mars is governor! Thank you, everyone. Couldn't have done it without you all. Isn't it just the majority vote? Looks like the overrode Seek. If you miss one, you don't get it. Maybe it's the military dude. Rhett? Maybe Instance blackmailed Seek. Maybe. Where did I wonder which chain of events led to Seek. Yeah, Seek is the only one we didn't get because I refused to pay their bribe. I don't know, but we got it. We won all the other challenges. And it is important also that we got Security Chief Rhett on our side. So it is peaceful and the army didn't get involved. We're good. Let's save. Finally, things are working out. Still not hopeful. We have half a year left, chat. So we're gonna save that for after dinner. But finally, something good happened for Solana. Despite being orphaned as a teenager. Despite being too little and too late for so many problems that they're so close to being solved. Solana was able to get out of that rut thanks to the help of her friends and at the SFC, Secret Fun Times Club, but now the SFC political party. And now the SFC has won, chat. And Lum has been peacefully deposed. I was worried people would start shooting, but we're here now. Seek as well, not causing a fuss yet. So what lies in the future of this colony? We're gonna find out in a couple of hours. I'm gonna break for dinner. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I guess I'm gonna be seeing Fisher when he gets back. And I'll see the rest of you if you want to catch this finale of the first playthrough. It's been fun. I'm already missing everyone. Like, I don't want this first playthrough to end yet, but there's more in store for everyone else. So with that, thank you everyone for tuning in for the first part of this back-to-back Teenage Exocolonist session. If you enjoy this content, please consider hitting that follow button and checking us out on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. YouTube currently contains every unedited VOD since we started streaming last year. It's kind of like a history museum of sorts for the channel, but hopefully we get more original content there. And also our Discord is open 24/7. I really hoped to get back in the game and start running games and communicating and arranging games with people on Discord and keeping things up to date. So thanks everyone. That's all I got for you for now. I'll see you in a couple of hours. For more Teenage Exocolonist, we're gonna get through the half year, finish our first playthrough, and I'm excited to see what happens. So Solana will be back in a few, but that's all I got for you, everyone. As always, welcome to the table. Have a good one. I'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye.